Production support for Ohio Educational Broadcasting award-winning News 6 has come from Whirlpool Corporation's Findlay Division, working to make your life a little easier. Additional support has come from the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation and from this public television station.
Here's the game plan. This is what you'll be seeing on News 6 today.
Some 6th grade student teachers, the NFL Football Factory, and Ada's Mr. Pop.
1, 2, 3, go Ada!
Hi, and welcome to News 6. I'm Bonnie Benson from Ada Elementary School in Ada, Ohio. Here with our first story is Kyle Poling.
Popcorn is a fun and nutritious snack food, but it doesn't grow in movie theaters. We decided to find out more about a popcorn business in Ada.
Whether you are at the movies or at home, popcorn is the perfect snack. We wanted to find out how popcorn gets from the cornfields to our homes, so we went to visit Mr. Den Burris.
Mr. Burris owns and operates his own popcorn business right here in Ada. He has been making popcorn for the Jolly Time Popcorn Company for 20 years. Only a couple of years ago did he decide to also go into business for himself, making Mr. Pop popcorn.
Does your popcorn have a special name?
Yes, it does, and that name is Mr. Pop. We had kind of a family contest to see what our name would be, and we arrived at Mr. Pop.
Where do you get the corn from?
Well, that's really kind of a misconception. A lot of people does not understand that popcorn is a corn all its own. It's like sweet corn is different than field corn. And I've brought a couple of ears here to show you. Popcorn grows on a stalk just like regular corn does, like sweet corn might in your garden, only this is popcorn. We get it harvested from the stalk, and at that time we on the ear and we shell it, so it looks like what you find in the grocery store.
How many pounds of popcorn do you bag in one day?
We can bag on our demand right now. We have no problem at all keeping up with what we're selling from our personal business. We could bag up to like 3 or 4 ton a day if it was necessary.
Mr. Burris, how much popcorn is one bag?
We're bagging, the most commonly used pounds is a 2-pound bag, and that's what we've elected to put in our private label corn is a 2-pound bag of corn.
How many people work for you?
Well, it depends if I can get my son and future daughter-in-law to work. There's 3 of us and my wife is 4, so quite often there's just 2 of us doing it. Most of the time there's 4 of us doing it.
Mr. Burris does quite a bit of work with his local promotions using his popcorn factory. He just finished working with the Ada FFA and the Kiwanis Club for their fundraiser projects.
Today's show is being produced by the 6th grade classes at Ada Elementary School. Ada is located about 15 miles east of Lima. The town was founded in 1853 and has a current population of about 5,000.
In Ada, we have a very special program in which 6th graders help kindergarten students. But as you'll see, it looks like the students doing the helping enjoy the program too.
Here at Ada Elementary School, the 6th graders have a very special job. Once a week for 15 minutes, a 6th grade student becomes a teacher. During this time, the student teacher reads aloud to the kindergarten students and asks questions about the reading.
However, both students help one another learn. The kindergarten student learns new words while the 6th grade student practices his or her reading skills and develops responsibility like a teacher. The reading program started in 1981 and has been a very successful and fun program. We asked Mr. Shaw to tell us a little more about the reading program.
Why was this reading program started?
Well, we began it because we felt that both the older children would need practice in reading to younger children, and we felt that the younger children needed to be read too, because reading to children is one of the very beginnings of early reading.
Why was 6th grade students chose to be the readers?
Well, we felt that they probably had the most experience and they would probably give the best reading to the younger children. They're a little older.
Mrs. Shaw, what books are read to the kindergarten students?
The younger children pick out the books that they like. So it's really a matter of whatever they choose off the shelf. And we try to guide them. The older children try to guide them in getting something that would be interesting on their level.
Mrs. Shaw, has this program been successful?
Very successful. We've really experienced some wonderful things from it.
Sure, Cleveland and Cincinnati have pro football teams, but where would they be without Ada? Wilson Sporting Goods in Ada is the supplier of footballs for the NFL.
Wilson Sporting Goods, located right here in Ada, is the only football factory that makes NFL footballs. They make many other footballs as well, but their specialty is the NFL football you see every Sunday. There are many steps that go into making a football. We asked Steve Zerker, the plant supervisor, to show us around the plant. When was this factory started?
Well, this factory has been here for many years. It was probably established sometime in the early 1930s. But Wilson's been making NFL footballs here since 1955.
How many different kinds of footballs do you make?
A lot of different kinds. We'll have retail stores who will place an order, and somebody like a Penny's or a Sears may want their ball made this way, then a Kmart may want their balls made a different way. So we make various different kinds of footballs for different people.
How many different steps does it take to make a football?
There are a lot of steps to make a football, but just roughly guessing, even including all the little steps and everything, there's over 40 different steps that go into making a football.
How long does it take one football to go through the process?
If you take a football and cut it and take it through each process as a person would walk it through, you could probably walk a football through in about 8 or 10 minutes.
Where do the NFL footballs go after they leave the factory?
When it leaves here, an NFL ball might go directly to the NFL, which may go directly to Cleveland, may go directly to Detroit, Cincinnati, Washington. It'll go directly to the teams. Other balls might go directly to Ohio State, Michigan, Ada High School. They use the NFL football.
Wilson makes thousands of footballs here in Ada each year. It takes a lot of hard work from some very dedicated workers to keep Bernie Kosar throwing touchdowns on Sunday.
That's all for this week's show. Join us next week when News 6 travels to St. Mary's in Tiffin.
Production support for News 6 has come from Whirlpool Corporation's Findlay Division, working to make your life a little easier. Additional support has come from the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation and from this public television station.